Your obsession with being perfect is hindering you. Your obsession with being perfect is why you are not having any progression. And mind you, I see myself as a perfectionist as well, but I've learned to still have output. I don't just sit on my ideas and wait till it's completely perfect. No, I throw everything out there and I see what the fuck sticks. I see what lands, right? It's like the quote that they say, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. If you go into the gym and you put up 100 shots, you're going to miss quite a few, but you're also going to make shots. But if you never go into the gym, you won't make any. You won't make any, right? Same thing, let's say you're a writer. If you wait for the perfect lines to come into your head and you never put anything on paper, you wrote nothing. But if you create a system, rather that you have to write this amount of words a day or write for this amount of time a day, if you do that every single day, you are putting words out there, and eventually something that you deem perfect or is close to perfect is going to happen. Something's going to stick. The more you work at something, the more opportunities you have for something to land. Same with fashion. If you're into fashion, it's a lot of outfits. If you're into fashion, there's a lot of outfits that you will put on that will be fucking terrible. They will be garbage. But there's going to be those ones that are like, ooh, they got that shit on. You feel me? And but you can't have that if you don't take the risk. If you stick to the normal base of fashion like everyone else does, you're just going to look like everyone else. But if you take those risks to do something that no one else has done, or you bring something back, you reinvent something, if you take that risk, you have the chance of something sticking at some point in time. So, I get being a perfectionist. I get wanting things to be as perfect as they possibly can, right? But that should not block you from actually doing the work. You can rough draft, edit, final draft, edit, final paper, right? You just have to keep working. The more you work, the better your possibilities are of actually getting something to be that perfect you're looking for. But if you just wait, nothing happens. Nothing will get done. There is no progression. So it's perfectionism is not the issue. Trying to be perfect, being a perfectionist is not the issue. It's if you're a perfectionist, but you don't do any work, you don't apply yourself. Because you can still be a perfectionist and apply yourself. You can do set tasks and see what works and see what doesn't work. It is when you are complacent and you don't do anything where being a perfectionist is an issue. That's when it's an issue. And that's an issue that a lot of people have. Them being a perfectionist gets in the way of them having progress. It hinders them completely. It hindered me. I mean, even with making content, I've just started doing my YouTube channel. Um, I'm close to 20,000 followers on TikTok, but even on TikTok, I was on my fourth page before that page blew because I was like, oh, this has got to be perfect. Oh, my shirt looks wrinkled. All these different things that I had excuses for not to post the fucking content. And eventually, when I just started posting the content and didn't worry about shit, my page grew. As I'm sure this page will grow eventually as well. Because I'm not allowing me being a perfectionist to not allow me to actually apply myself. I still apply myself. I'm posting the videos, I'm posting the content. Some shit you're not gonna like, and other shit you're gonna think is fucking great. You're gonna love some of my fucking content, and some of my shit is just gonna be like, whatever. But I can't get that feedback, and I can't know if you guys like it or if you don't like it if I don't put it out there. I can't get a response, I can't get a reaction if I don't take the initial action. I have to apply myself in order for something to stick or land. You have to apply yourself in order for something to stick or land. We as people have to apply ourselves in order for something to stick or land. You can't sit around all day. You can't stare at the fucking window. You can't pray that the universe strikes you with a fucking idea. And sometimes it does happen. It's a lot of times I get ideas that are fucking crazy and it's just like, where did it come from? Where did it come from? And I act on it immediately, right? But you cannot count on that to happen every single time. Sometimes you have to be active in order to finally get that ace in the hole. Going back to my sales job, knocking door to door. They gave us this analogy, right? There's four aces, right? Let's say the four aces in a deck are how many sales you need to get. You can get all four fucking aces on the first hand. You can get them all on the last hand, or they can be scattered all throughout. But you have to knock on the doors in order to get that sale, in order to get that ace. You can go back to back to back to back to back, and they're all fucking aces. They're all fucking sales. You can go back to 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 back, and nobody wants to buy. And you walk away, or you can keep knocking, and eventually you do get to that ace. Or you can knock, there's a sale. Knock again, knock again, knock again, and those are all no sales. And knock again, and that's a sale. They're kind of scattered, but you don't know if you don't apply yourself. So, again, it's okay to be a perfectionist, but you actually have to apply yourself. Otherwise, you will hinder yourself and you will not progress in life.